YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury on a budget, so if you're into that sort of thing, make sure you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. Today I have this unboxing, unbagging, whatever you want to call it. I was expecting it to come in a box. I guess I always expect things to come in boxes, but I guess for this item, it doesn't really matter that it's in a bag. As it says in the title, this looks to me like a dupe of the Chanel Deauville Tote. So let's go ahead and open it up, and then I'll tell you about it and tell you what I paid for it, and we'll look at the quality of it because I've never seen this in person. I'll tell you what the process was like, and we'll still try to make this quick. We'll see how I do with that. All right, let's cut this baby open. It's wrapped in one of those flimsy dust bags. Here we go. Well, okay. I'm looking at it on the screen first. Let me get it, let me kind of poof it out and get it set up. And let's see what we think of this. And clearly it is monogrammed, which means it's not returnable. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this plastic off. Okay, so I got these handles pulled out and all straight. Looks like that. And let me tell you about the bag before we look through it in more detail here. I found out about this bag from another YouTuber a long time ago, like months and months ago. She showed this bag in a different color. I think hers was pink maybe. And I thought, well, that looked pretty nice. And I went to the website that she had linked in her description, and I've got the website linked in mine too, so you can go check it out. And I thought the bags were really pretty. I have obviously this tan color, but they have it in several different colors, and they have two that are more of a leather look, but they're not real leather. By the way, if I start talking weird like I just did, it's because I'm trying to suppress coughing. I'm still coughing. I've been sick for like 6 weeks in a row. So I went to the website to check out the bags, and I want to say they were around $150 or so, and I didn't want to pay that much for it. And I do think, just first impressions of this bag, that's a little much for it. So I didn't buy it then, but I kept thinking about it, and I went back to the website over the course of a few months several times, and I saw that they were on sale. I think they'd been marked down to about $78, somewhere around there, but I still just didn't want to pay quite that much for it. Although I do think that is a more fair price for this bag. Again, first impressions. A few weeks ago, I went back to the site again, and they had this colorway, and only this one, which happened to be my favorite of all of them, although there are several others that I really like too. But they happened to have this one marked down to something like $30. So at that point, I snatched it up. So I'll tell you about the process here. You order from their website, of course. I keep getting messages while I'm filming from Jill Maurer. She's been texting me all night, and I told her that I was sitting down to film, and that if she texted me during filming, that she would make my Saturday video. So apparently she wants to be a guest on my channel today. Hi, Jill Maurer. I'll link her channel below too. She's a lot of fun. We do like to tease each other. So they had this bag for $28. It is still, as I'm filming this, just a few days before this is going up on YouTube, they do still have it up, and it's still $28 there. It does seem to be the kind of website where if they sell out of something, it's gone and they don't restock, but really I don't know that for sure. They have some other, they call this tweed, and I'll show you up close in a second. It's really not tweed at all. They have a few more of these in different colors for $68. That's the sale price. And then there's a black and a tan, more leather looking bag, and that one is $78. I'm thinking about getting one of those too. You have the choice of whether or not to put a monogram on here. You can do up to 3 letters. You don't have a choice, at least on this bag, of the color or the font. And the monogram is no extra charge. But of course it takes longer for it to get to you if you do the monogram, because they have to do that, and it's not returnable. Part of the reason why I wanted to do this video, the one that I saw didn't go into as much detail about the bag as I would have liked before I drop $80 or $150, whatever it was at the time. Now my mother is calling me. I'm very popular right now. Hello, Mother, you're on YouTube. It's all right. Now go ahead, I'll pause it. Now I'm not sure where I was, and now the dogs are trying to break into the room. Come on, get in here. So if you're here's something that sounds like a Tasmanian devil. That is my sweet little poodle, Roxy. All right, where was I? I really don't remember. So yes, I'm thinking about getting one of the other bags, like the leather looking one. I got this one thinking it would be good for travel or as a throw around bag, kind of a beach bag, that sort of thing. Just not as a main handbag so much, but as an extra handbag for when I need to carry more things to go somewhere. And I think it'll work really well for that. The fabric is toothy, so it's got some texture to it. Let me hold it up and see if you can get a pretty good idea of what it looks like there. And you can see that it's not leather inside the chain here, it's a woven fabric of some sort. There's a dark trim there, it's a dark brown trim. That's the front. Sorry, I'm looking over at my monitor to make sure you guys can see everything. So that's the front. And then the side, it expands like this, but it's not staying expanded because it's used to being collapsed right now. And I'll measure that and tell you what it looks like. Then there's the back. So if you didn't get a monogram, that's what the bag would look like. And then of course the other side looks the same. The base looks like that, no feet. There were two things I was kind of worried about before I ordered this. One of them is the handles looking the way that they look, how they're kind of crooked and crunched up and a little wrinkly. That doesn't look great, but $30 bag in this case. It was actually $28, I just looked again. The other thing I was worried about, because on the listing for this bag, they didn't have a picture of the inside, they just had a picture of the front. So I didn't know what the interior looked like, but on some of the other listings for bags like this in other colors, they did have, I think on one of them, they had a picture of the interior, so I could see it there, and I want to show you guys. So it's got this trim that's just like the outside of the bag. I should point up here where you guys can see it. It has this and this, which is a magnetic snap, so it will keep it together to some degree. It's not a super strong snap though, that comes apart pretty easily. Those longer woven chain straps are attached with the toggles like that. And then inside, this one's a little hard to see because it's so dark, but it's just a big cavern. It does have this one big zippered pocket on the back, and you get silica packets with it. So big pocket there. That pocket goes down to here, and then the base is all the way down here. So the pocket's maybe 5 or 6 inches deep, and it's almost the width of the bag. The interior lining is, I don't know what fabric that is, but that gives you an idea of what it looks like. I think this would be great with an organizer to help keep its shape and to help keep things organized, of course. And it's pretty sturdy. It's standing up on its own here. It won't flop over on you. Well, like it just did. That's because I collapsed the sides. One thing I'm seeing that's a little bit of a quality issue, but not a big deal at all. It has little strings that are loose, like there. There's another one down here. You see that? But I can just cut those off and that's not a problem. I like that this one has silver hardware. I'm not sure if they were all like that or not. Let me go check real quick. No, it looks like a few of them do have gold hardware. And oh, I did want to say with the monogramming, I ordered this on September 15th or 16th and I got it today on October 2nd. So it just took a couple of weeks. I was expecting it to take more like a month, but it was about half that time for me. Maybe they'll get busier as the holiday season approaches, not sure. But I would definitely say if you're interested in something like this, whether you're just interested in this or maybe you're thinking about a Chanel Deauville and you want to try out the style of bag before dropping that kind of dough. Personally, I'm not interested in a Deauville because it doesn't make sense to me to spend that much on a fabric bag that's not coated. That seems like something that would wear more easily. And so when I saw this, I thought, oh, well, that's worth a shot. That'd be a nice tote. And I did want to show you, this is how the bag looks with those handles up, the chain handles. And so you couldn't just take this and throw it over your shoulder because your arm gets in the way, but you could do like this with it and carry it that way. Now these are up in your armpit a little bit, but just move it over. It's not bad. I think if that was on a Chanel bag and I'd paid that much money for it, that would annoy me, but for a $28 bag, not so bad. All right, well, I'm gonna go back to the website and figure out which other ones I think I might want the black leather looking one. Okay, let's do some quick measurements on this bag. Measuring from this corner to this corner, including the piping, is 15 inches. Without the piping, it'd be about 14 and a half. Measuring from here to here, it's 12 inches. And then the depth of the bag from corner to corner is 5 inches. This strap drop is almost 4 inches. And then this strap drop from here to the top of these handles is about 6 inches, maybe 6¼ Well, I really like it. I didn't have very high hopes about it, but I am pleasantly surprised. And it's better quality than I thought it would be. By the way, it does have a tag inside that says made in China. So if that's a problem for you, now you know. Thanks so much for watching and have a fantastic day. Bye.